Okay, should be live. And it should be up here in a few seconds. Okay. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel on this new week, Monday. And I'm really excited to start on this new project, Be Zoe, with the original concept by Sia Shao Sia. And you guys can find that on her ArtStation. I have actually provided the link to that piece of artwork on the description of the video. So here's like her ArtStation pose, and yeah, there's all that. So please be sure to go give that a like and follow her work, because I think she did a really great job with this concept. I'm really excited for it because I love Zoe. She's like one of my second most played champions right now, and I've really been wanting to make a skin for her, and I found this one and I wanted to start on it. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we're just going to be mostly doing some ZBrush Blockout, since that's the beginning of the 3D pipeline process. So I've already made like a base body for her quite a while ago, and it's also textured, but for ZBrush purposes, we're just going to polish it out. So I made like a polished version, and that way I can kind of extract parts and pieces from it for her clothes. So let's get on the modeling. I think the first thing I'll do is maybe start on her hair, since it's like one of the biggest parts of her as a champion. And for that, I'm actually going to need her original skin, so that I can have a reference for how big it is and how long it is as well. Let me pull up some music in here. Chill vibes. Okay, new. That's a general. And I just need to extract the original skin's hair. I'm gonna say reverse. I'm gonna delete my history so I don't have the skin. Bound. And then separate. Just gonna grab all this hair. And I'm going to extract, export the selection, and Zoe hair ref. Okay, that's all I need. Going to append a new object and import that as a reference. Desktop, Zoe hair ref. Cool. So now I have an idea for how long the hair is, how big it is, so I can just start sculpting. Actually, maybe I won't start on the hair. Maybe I'll start on the beanie, since the front bangs kind of depend on that. Just kind of roughly figuring out where to place the beanie. It's like an afro. I might hide her ears. I'm not sure. Let me see the back view. I may not need her ears. Okay, there's not really much of it we see on the back. It's kind of covered by this flower petals. Okay, and I'm going to bring in the eyeballs. Might need to make Beanie a bit wider. I'm just kind of roughly figuring out where these are going to be placed. I'm going to try and make this like a little bit of a imperfect shape. It's most likely I'll kind of move things around at some point, but I'm just kind of placing them. I don't know if the Malzahar skin has like a little blush piece that like sticks out from the hat. So I want to see, do I have the Malzahar model here? I don't think I do. Vagar does not have it, it's kind of painted on. I don't have the Malzahar skin. That's okay. I don't need to worry about that. Then I'm gonna get these tubes, the little antennas. Kind of give this a bit of an angle. So I have to remember the top-down view. Here over the other side. And then the fur. Build. Okay, I'm gonna activate AccuCurve and just start like kind of roughly giving it kind of a fur shape. Well, I think we'll leave it right there for now. It's kind of goofy. What else? Really want to make this look like kind of layered. So I'm going to turn off the AccuCurve and just kind of roughly figure out an edge here. Okay. Delete hidden. Doing group loops because it kind of polishes those edges. And then I'm probably going to do dynamic, add some thickness. And once I apply, I can just kind of smooth it out. I'm going to Dynamesh. Okay. The beanie's coming down a bit too much. Needs to look like a hat. I'm gonna hide her ears. Like so. get back some of her skin here. I'm gonna carve out a little smile. Even though for the final mesh, there's not gonna be like a caved in kind of spot here. It will be painted on, but I just want to see where that's gonna be placed. Did you begin to do Katarina ASU new animations, Daniel? Yes, I did. I was working on that a little bit over the weekend. Honestly, she feels like pretty good where she's at. So I'm not sure when exactly I'll be ready to publish her, but again, sometime before the end of the month. Cool concept. Thank you, Scuttle Crab. Yeah, this is a really nice concept by Xiao, Xia Xiao. I think it's really cute. Mirror, all down. Okay. Then I think I'll start on her bangs. For you guys that are in chat, let me know if you think the music's too loud. I think it should be fine. It should be good volume. I'll do a bit of symmetry here. I don't want it to like cover her entire face from the top-down view. So I might keep it a little bit flat. And then I'm going to duplicate this and do that swooping hair strand. It's coming down a bit too much. I have to actually lift everything up. I'm gonna grab back face, turn that on, just kind of blend this into the big chunk. Now I'm gonna get Aoki curve so that I can kind of get a bit of a pointed end here. Okay. Something like that. And then what I think I'll do is merge this and then Dynamesh. Let's see, Dynamesh. Make sure I have Aoki curve turned off. I wonder if it needs to be larger, so let me put my toggle here. My orientation. Okay, cute. And then I think I'll do the sides here. I'm gonna start with it's asymmetrical, so I think I'll start with the left side, our left side. Bearded, I am fixing my problem, says Korthog. I was helping him with some animation stuff. So, glad to hear that. No, this is epic. Okay, the curl kind of comes this way, then out again. I'm gonna do Dynamesh. Just gonna smooth it out just a bit. And maybe I'll grab Aki Curve. Okay, let me backface mask. Dynamesh again. Turn off backface. And try to get this curl to the correct shape. Almost comes down to her shoulders. I don't want it to be too long because she kind of does a lot of like very exaggerated motions, animations. So I wouldn't want for like the hair to clip into her shoulder. So I'm being a little bit careful about that, about the length. I think I'll have the hair kind of blend into the beanie. Let me bring this down just a bit. There we go. Hello there, ZoBee Shepherd, or just Bearded Shepherd. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream, Blue Jay. Nice to have you here. Okay, and I'm gonna do the little tiny bit that goes this way. That little strand there. Maybe I'll duplicate and then get Aki Curve. And I can merge it. Just kind of smoothing so it's not like blending over what I already have. Okay, and then I'll probably add some thickness. Just a little bit. Might be too much. There, that's okay. I wanted to curve a bit more. Ayo, thickness. Words you don't want to hear when you're thinking about a Zoe model. Alright, let me grab, I'm gonna duplicate this over and then, let's see, deformation mirror across the other side. Looks like it's almost the same, but kind of does like that, I guess. I don't know if I should pull it down just a bit. I'm gonna merge these two pieces. Let's see, this one and that one. My two left side pieces, merge, so that I can move it just a bit. I don't really want to block that side view. Like if we catch her from the side view, wouldn't really want to block her face because it does get quite animated. Okay. Truly. Hell no. Okay, I think there's like a chunk here that kind of does like this. Kind of curves towards her face. I might bring this back just a bit. Something like that. I'm gonna make this a tad bigger. And also shrink it into the head. Not too much. Okay. Then I will also do the little strand here on the left side. It's very small. I think for Zoe's champion design in general, like her head is probably like her main focal point because of how small her body is. It's kind of like a Yordle. Like all Yordles have a lot more emphasis on their heads. So Zoe's kind of the same way. But I think this design has like a really good balance of putting a lot of detail on her head, all the different shapes and materials and stuff happening, and then kind of keeping it a bit kind of evenly balanced throughout the outfit. There's like not too much detail elsewhere, but it's just enough to keep it interesting, which is really nice. I think Xiao did a good job of that. I think I do want this sticking out towards the front, or I could kind of bring it in this way. But that means we won't really see that hair strand from the side view, only from like a front or back angle. Which I think is fine. I think that's good. I'm gonna curve this just a tad and bring it in like that. Something like that. Okay, and then let's do the other side. The other side has this lone strand here. This is going to be really fun to retopologize. And I'm not saying that ironically. Or unironically. Dynamish. Unironically. harmonically. It doesn't matter. You get what I mean. Inflate. Okay, and then Dynamesh to get some more resolution. Okay, something like that. And then she also has another strand that kind of comes towards her face as well. I believe that is about here. Let me change my pivot point. And inflate just a bit. The end is getting a bit too small. I'm gonna grab AccuCurve because it gives me a little bit more control. Like so. And just kind of shape it up. There. It's not bad. I think I wanted to curve more. Also seems to be getting a bit too wide. Guess I'll have to manually adjust it. Okay. We'll leave that there, and let's see. Maybe I'll do the flower petals. I didn't mean to grab a plane. Append, let's get cylinder, I think. And let me just rotate the angle. Hey Louise, welcome to the stream. I want to get her default hair back so I can see where that's placed. Why is Skype sending me a message? Quit Skype. Hi, what are you doing? Weird. I'm gonna kind of angle this. Angle it for that top-down view. Let me see. Something like that. I may need to like push in the beanie to make room for the hair. We'll see. We'll see what works. Cause like we don't really see the beanie. Like this petal piece kind of covers that whole area. So I'm just gonna add these flower petals. This one's gonna be mirrored now. I just want to place it at the correct spot. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate before I mirror, go back and mirror, go back to my new piece. It's incredible just looking at Zoe's physical language, you can tell that she's a brat. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll rotate this kind of upwards. Same for here as well. It fits her so well, yeah. Yeah, I think this skin is really cute. I think she needs a cutesy skin again. Okay, I'm gonna pull out these petals at the middle and just try to like merge them. I can't wait to render these petals. I have an idea for how I'm going to do that. Adding some curvature. Let's see where the original hair is. Just so I can make sure the height is good there. May need to make the flower petals bigger. So let me merge all of them. Merge down. Hello, hi Devilly Days. Welcome to the stream. I think I'll make the pivot point right here at the center where they all meet. And just kind of expand just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to like disturb from her silhouette by making this headpiece like huge. This is really cute. It's so adorable. All right. Let's get kind of the big ol' chunky part of the hair. I'm probably gonna break the hair into like multiple parts and then merge because it makes things a bit easier than trying to sculpt everything all at once. Her hair is pretty big on the original skin. I'm gonna Dynamesh so it can give me some new topology to work with. Make sure the thickness is consistent. Okay, I think that's good. May actually need to make this just a bit bigger. That should be fine. Yeah. Maybe I'll tuck these in a bit more. Okay, let's hide the hair. Kind of work this piece out. Need it to have lower resolution topology. Okay. Let's take a look at her original hair. Turn on transparency. I think I'll duplicate this mesh and then kind of do the curve. So it kind of curves towards the right. Let's do that. Curves towards the right. Dynamesh again. And then it curves to the left. and to the right again. And I will also curl up. I think I'll keep most of this like pretty straight, except for that end. I'm going to Dynamesh so I can get some resolution to work with. I'm also going to inflate this back here. It's getting a bit too thin. And then I'll go back with my move brush with the auto backface mask. And add some thickness overall. Push this back a bit more because I want the hair to be the same length as the original. All right, let's turn off the base reference, see what we're working with. Okay, it needs more thickness at the bottom. Let's do that. Cool. I think I'll ignore the hair for now. That's like a good kind of rough block out for it, and we'll start on her body. So the first thing I immediately want to do is get these puffy shoulder pieces in. So I'm going to grab my lasso and just sort of roughly figure out where that's going to be. I believe it does this diamond shape. Maybe it does it like all around. Or it might be like the front and the back kind of like does that diamond shape. Oops. I'm going to try and honor the concept and do the front and the back. Okay. Then I'm going to make a poly group. Grab that piece, hide everything else, hide the ears as well. And then split, actually I have to delete the lower subdivision, split hidden. That way I can have that separated piece for later. And then I'm going to go in and modify topology, close holes, and Dynamesh. Just kind of smooth things out just a bit. It should have created polygroups for those holes, and it did, so that's great. I'm going to grab, let's set up my polygroups here. Let me turn off line so you guys can see. I'm going to make this part a polygroup. I'm going to grab this and mask that as well. And then Control W to make this whole piece of polygroup. So now when I go in and use my Smooth Groups brush, it's not going to create a hard edge on this inner piece. Okay, and then I'm going to deformation inflate. And we're just going to inflate that. It's a bit rough now, but it's okay. Takes a bit of polishing to get there. Make sure that's all one polygroup. It's kind of giving me some rough edges here, which I'm not a fan of. That's okay. Let's see. Oh my god, there's a cat outside, bro. That is not my cat. Hold up. The heck? He's just passing by. Orange cat. That's strange. It's an omen. Just an orange cat in my backyard for no reason. Alright. I think he left. Trying to give that bubbly shape or the poofy shape, but I also don't want to like cave too much into her chest because I want it to be nice for the deformations. So it's gonna poof out more on the edges than on the inside, which the concept does kind of do, so that's great. Back as well, even though we won't really see it as much. Does this concept have, okay, it does have the back view, cool. That looks pretty good to me. And I'm not sure if these are like poofy balls or like petals. I think they're supposed to be petals. How long did it take you to get comfortable in Maya? I just installed the other day and I'm doing tutorials. When I first started Maya, it was, let me grab a petal here real quick. It was in like high school, probably, which was about 3 years ago. And I mean, I was pretty bad with it at the beginning because I was trying to do box modeling for, I was really into characters and I tried to do box modeling at first and it just was not working for me. I feel a lot more comfortable when I'm sculpting. So I told my dad about like Zbrush and how much I feel like it would help me, and then he was like, oh yeah, I can see that why that would be the case. And so I got me the program and I just started sculpting in Zbrush, and it was really helping me a lot with figuring out the organic shapes in 3D form on a digital program. And yeah, that's how I got really comfortable with, I mean, like 3D modeling in general, at least for characters. But it wasn't really with the help of Maya, it was mostly the help of Zbrush. And Maya, like, one of the reasons I feel like I've really accelerated my growth in 3D in general is because of my projects on custom skins. Because with custom skins, like, I have a game output that I have to output to, and then I can also look at the examples that they have in game and how they do the topology, the textures. So I have something to like try to achieve, and that's really helpful for when you're learning, because you know, like, you have a point that you can reference. So yeah, I started doing like custom models for League, and I mean, at first I was kind of taking parts and pieces from other skins and then making my own textures on top of that. And then it got to a point where I just tried to make everything from scratch, and that's where I'm at now. And just getting familiar with all the process of the 3D pipeline, like the ZBrush, the retopology, UVs, textures, all of that process, and then delivering to the final output. And just doing it over and over and over, repeating that process till it's like pretty much ingrained in my head. So now I feel like pretty comfortable with Maya because, you know, sometimes you don't have all the tools you need in ZBrush. You don't really have all the tools you need in Maya either, so you kind of have to mix through the programs. And some of them do better things than others. So I was kind of able to figure out like, okay, what do I need to use? Which program's gonna get me the best result for whatever I'm doing, and kind of create my own workflow from there. And yeah, I'm pretty much self-taught. I've done I started modeling in like December 2020, like really taking it seriously with custom models or League of Legends modding. And then that's how I've accelerated from there to now. Oh neat, does your dad do 3D art as well? Not really. He kind of did a little bit in the past with Maya, like mostly for animation stuff. He's more of like a graphic designer, web designer. He is a photographer. He does a lot of things with like visual graphics and presentation. But no, he does not really do 3D regularly. He has experience, but I think it's been a long time since he's really messed with 3D. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. I guess these are supposed to be a bit skinny. Even though the concept doesn't really have it, I'm kind of adding some curvature because I'm thinking about those different angles that we're going to be seeing the model. So I want to be able to see like, oh, there's like flower petals there and they're curving. And it kind of helps with her silhouette to make it more interesting. This pivot point, where is it? I want to make sure it's like right on the end here so I can rotate it. Put one there. I want to make sure these are kind of evenly spaced. Rotate just a bit. It's fine, I think these come a bit closer. All right, I think I need one more petal before I move on to something else. Okay, cute. Cute. And I'm going to merge all those so I have it all in one layer. Oops, accidentally grabbed the hair. Make that all one polygroup, split, hidden. And then mirror. Cool. It might be a little bit too long, but that's okay. We'll leave it there for now. I believe the arm pieces here are mirrored, so we'll go ahead and do that mirrored. I'm gonna grab this piece. Kind of does a diamond shape like that. Okay, like that. And then I'm not sure if the other angle is the same. I think it's not. Mask that off. Okay. Grab all that. Deselect the legs. Oops. Okay. All right, make that a polygroup and split hidden. Now we have our arm pieces. And I'm going to do dynamic subdiv to add thickness for this one instead of closing the holes. I want to make it pretty thick for when I retopologize. Whoa, this is really high poly. Let me apply the dynamic subdiv. Oh wait, maybe I should take off smooth groups. There we go. That helps. And I do want to close this top. I'm just going to dynamesh that together. Dynamesh. Using the smooth groups for my brush, so let's change it over to smooth. There we go. Just kind of tuck it in so it's not over the petals. And I want to smooth this just a bit to give it like a beveled kind of edge. Move this part just a bit. And I make that even. Okay, I think that's good enough. Very simple sleeves. Not too much I need to do there. All right, and let's make the dress. Not sure how it looks on the back. It kind of gets covered up by the petals. So let's grab this layer. I'm just gonna hide those parts. All right. Hide. I want to be careful with how much chest I'm showing because I don't really want to show that much on Zoe. Make it inappropriate. Okay, and then her back kind of shows a lot. So something like that. Gonna have to manually correct this. About there, I think. And there's not much shape to the front, although I believe it's showing a little bit more. Okay, should be good. And then I switch over to lasso. and just sort of figure out what shape that's gonna make. I'm probably just gonna make it like symmetrical on the front and back, because we don't really see the backside anyway. And that looks a good length, I think. Right? Yeah. Cool. Let's mask that out and make that a polygroup. Let's select the dress, hide this, and split hidden. Cool. So now I have to do the hard part of like cutting up these legs. I think I'll just Dynamesh something. Going to add thickness. Somewhere around there. I added so many polygons. Okay, let me turn off smooth groups. And I'm going to go back to the smooth groups brush. So I can go in and just keep those edges like that. Just kind of adjusting as I go. Make sure it's accurate to the concept. I don't want to make her like a lot, I guess, fatter than how she normally is. Okay. And then I'm going to use back face mask to kind of create the dress back face. It's going to look a bit weird for a little bit. Okay, and then Dynamesh. It's too high, a little bit lower. Okay. There we go. Have our dress. Makes me a bit uncomfortable, but like I'm gonna have to add something there. Hey Cloppy, welcome to the stream. I'm actually gonna be ending it pretty soon, so you kind of showed up kind of late. Gonna grab AccuCurve and just kind of make sure this has that those shapes that we want. Yep. All right, I think dress-wise that's fine. I'm just gonna add the petals to this side, the larger ones. So I know where to place those. Oops, where's the dress? Make that visible. I'll be wrapping the stream up here in like 5 minutes, guys. So if you have any questions that you want to ask before I leave, please go ahead and do that. And I'll get to them before I end. Let me go back to before I flip that over. Okay, just the back is covered. Add some subdivision. Maybe grab AccuCurve. Back face mask. I think that length is a bit too long. I do want it to cover the dress from the back. And I'll actually take this piece and duplicate it to the other side instead of having to rebuild it. Rotate it just a bit. Curve outwards. Rotate even more. I think it's just one petal on the side. Yeah, it's just one petal on the side, and then there's one that's like almost facing to the front, but not quite. So let me get that here. Use an opening from that front. Something like that. And I'm going to tuck this in. Is it sitting over the back one? Yes, it is. And then it should be under this front part. Cool. Okay. And then I'm going to take the whole skirt and mirror it. And then I'll stop it from there. Merge down. And mirror. Okay. Just have those roughly blocked out. Not too worried about shaping those up quite yet. But we'll get there. All right. I'm gonna stop it there. Answer you guys' questions. Looks like there's just one. Why are you modeling only champs I like? Katarina Zoe, or how we German people call her Zo, I believe. That's how you say that. And Urgot are three of my all-time faves, though Kata is live. Yeah, I mean, I love playing Zoe and Katarina. Those are like my top two champions. And then Urgot was a requested skin. So I do plan on trying more champions later on. I know I have like, how many grave skins do I have? I think I have like 2 that I've made so far. Check out my Sketchfab. I made 2. There is one really cool concept I saw that was being worked on. It's by an alligator on Twitter, that's his name, or their name. And it was for the La Lucion skin line, so I thought it looked really cool because it gave him like a guitar shotgun. So I want to see how that one kind of turns out. And I might try that one. I'm not sure what else. I do want to do Fairy Court Braum next year, and I'm working on a team with that. I'm working with Emery and Richie Draws. Richie Draws is doing the concept, Emery the splash. And I'm not sure what else I have planned. We'll see. One last thing before you end the stream. You told us last time that you're going to finish Base Katarina before your holidays. When you release it, where can we find it? Do some advertisement for it. You were going to finish it when you release it. Where can we find it? You'll find it on Killer Skins. I haven't released anything on RuneForge. I don't know if I'll release it there too. I might. I just have to figure out like, oh wait, let me turn off music here. I just have to figure out like how to post stuff in there and what the format looks like, but it will be on Killer Skins for sure. And I will let you guys know on Twitter. I think as far as her status, it's like literally 98% done. There's just like a couple little animation tweaks I have to make, but overall, like it's pretty much there. So I don't know if I'll be working on it like during the weekdays because I don't think I have time because of all the stuff I have to work on. But I think over the weekend, maybe she'll be ready to play. We'll see. Killer Skins is fine. When will your holidays start? I go on vacation on like the 21st of December, so it'll be before then. Probably this weekend. And yeah, I think that's it for today. It looks like there's no other questions. But thank you guys for joining the stream and seeing how we started on Zoe. I feel like we made pretty good progress today. I mean, it looks like a pretty simple scan. Like there's not really too much happening in terms of like complex silhouette shapes. So it's pretty much there. It's mostly the hair that needs to be worked on, and then like the legs are pretty simple, the shoes simple. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. We'll see. I think tomorrow I'll probably work on Urgot, and then the day after Katarina, and then Urgot, and then Zoe. And then we'll see what we do on Friday. But yeah, that's it for today. See you guys next time. Bye. Thank you for attending the stream, and have a great day.